place. Say you watch that, correct? Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't let the disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer. True indeed. Yes, I got record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide records make the world succeed. Yo, with me, let me roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, at least I need. Watch me out like Apollo.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Set to kick off.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold going to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Intended for Elijah Arroyo. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try for the first with Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a 1st down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Darnold. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Jennings. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Down San Francisco.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Christian McCaffrey, 32 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. But he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Darnold. Going up top for Cup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, here's Walker. Busts through the tackle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all. Been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Walker with it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Zach Charbonnet from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7.
It's the score, Seahawks 10, 49ers 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Escapes the defender. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Purdy now to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This 2nd and 4. Purdy will look to throw again here. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now a hit and loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Purdy looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and goal from the 1. Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and a yard. From the gun, it's Walker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Open man right side is Cup, complete. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Let's go street. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Ready, set.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete here, losing yardage to the 14. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Flush to his right. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Purdy. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. They'll run to Walker to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there.
Pardon me, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Connecting with Cup here on the out route.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll set up to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's 4th down.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a nice spin into some open field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
Purdy's pass.
Well, no, Coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Purdy to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Purdy to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Niners, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks, Charles.